What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547.
What's going on, everybody? It is the host of TimbukTuesday, Timbuktu himself. And I like to throw parties, but I hate the cleaning process. Don't you hate that? Well, I got the perfect person for you. Crystal Cleaning Services. They will clean up after that party that was rocking so hard. And it's not clean unless it's crystal clean. So you can call Crystal today at 440-506-1355 to schedule your appointment today. And if you mention Redline Radio, you will receive 10% off your cleaning. Got to get that stuff clean, man.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC.
Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Hey, partner, what y'all about to do? Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring the I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's do lunch. I'm next top comic, but let's just stick to topic. I'm Timbuktu, my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to shop it, but I might get obnoxious. I wanna hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. I'm on a mission, but please I need permission to sign this paperwork. This just give me permission to check your intuition. I wanna feel your mind. It takes a village, baby. I'm about to build this ride.
What's going on? Welcome back to TimbukTuesday. Man, today is a special day. But before we get into the guts of the show, I do want to announce that we will be at the Piston Power Show. That is the first week of April. That is April 1st through the 3rd. We're going to start it up with Money's Crazy Mind. Shout out to Lee Money. Lee Money will be doing his show from 4 to 6, and then we will have Kev and Quan in and out the Friday. Then Saturday, we are coming back with a full day of shows. We have Talking About Balls, the first part of the day from 10 to 2. It's a sports show, y'all. Don't freak out too much. I ain't really talking about they balls, but there will be balls that are talked about. Hopefully they clean. So of the one, it will be Asphalt Racing live with Dynamite Dave. We got 2 to 4 with Continuing to Serve. 4 to 6 with the pregame. The pregame should be hyped, definitely. We got 6 to 7 with Steel City Renegades. That's with a full cast: Lee Money, Dynamite Dave, Chipper, Angel, and they will be talking about their mock drafts. From 7 to 8, we got the Broad Street South, and then I will be closing out Saturday night from 8 to 9. I will have Justin Fuller and Cool C from the Midnight Paco podcast with me on that day. I can't wait for that. That's going to be pretty cool. And then Sunday, we do still have some people going. We have the Wild Man, Gary Warner, from 10 to 1. We got Dave doing the scoop. Well, actually, it's the Dynamite Dave show, actually, now, from 2 to 3. We got Honey Bad, Talking Sweet with Honey Bad, from 3 to 4. And then Continuing to Serve, we'll close out the week for Redline at the Piston Power Show on Sunday from 4 to 6. So that should definitely be a good time. Definitely be a good time. So now that we got that part out the way, I got some very special guests in the building today. I had the luxury of being on their show a couple weeks ago with Honey Bad. It was a great time. The only thing is they didn't have no lunch for me. I was very upset, but no, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I got a good water out of it. So please put y'all hands together for the Lunchtime Chronicles.
And the crowd goes, wow.
And then also another very special guest that has been here a couple times before and has been in the crowd. She is very special to me, and today is her birthday. Give it up for Bales. Bales, y'all might know her as Tyra or at I Love My Radio. Give it up for her. How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling pretty good.
Good. Feeling good. Feeling great.
Yeah, thank you for having us on the show, Tim.
Absolutely, man. I really had a good time at y'all show. I like how y'all setup is. I feel like it's nice for y'all, you know, y'all the way y'all have y'all things going. Like I just love it there. I was telling Dave, I'm like, man, I like their setup.
Oh, yo, but you fly here too, though.
Oh yeah, no, I love it here. I love it here.
I ain't mad at this at all. I mean, wood grain and everything. I ate.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a cabin or something. We're gonna make some s'mores after this shit.
Hey, you know I love some s'mores, some food, any type of food. It don't even matter.
Shit, don't make me drop the water bottle. Don't make me drop the water bottle.
Well, they did drop the water bottle on me when we were there. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Love, man. It's all love.
So I do want to ask each individually, how y'all feeling? How you feeling, Ali, since you're right here first?
I'm feeling good, man. It's a good day to be here. Good day to be on the show. I'm happy to be here. So I'm ready.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm liking the sweater, you know.
Appreciate you.
If I could fit it, I would ask you for it. Okay. How about you, Tish?
I'm good. I'm doing real good today.
Good,
For it to be a Tuesday.
What's wrong with Tuesday? You don't like Tuesday?
Listen, when you working 8 to 4 and you your mom and got all that stuff going on, you know, you look forward to days like this and moments like this where you can sit and chill.
For sure.
Talk some junk.
Yeah, right. Speaking of mom, you know, you made a big announcement on the last show. You know, is that okay?
Yeah, you might as well spill the beans. Oh,
my bad. It was on the show. It was on the show. All right, my bad.
For 9,000 viewers.
Right. E-Groove, what's going on, man?
Hey, yo, what's shaking, beloved? I'm here in the building.
How you feeling, man?
Yo, I'm tired of shit. I ain't even gonna front. The wife was looking good like 30 minutes before the show.
Hey, you gotta do what you got.
What was I supposed to do? The wife was looking good as shit. She over there on the couch. I'm like, I gotta show it 22 minutes.
You gotta make her happy,
hey,
man.
Yo, hurry up.
You gotta do what you
no
gotta
Viagra,
do.
Let's just go.
Hey.
Blue Chew it is. Right. Bells, how you feeling, Bells?
Oh man, it's been a busy and a great day. It's my second day training. It's been a long day. But I've been getting a lot of birthday love, so I appreciate that. I don't have any complaints today.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yo, what's the magic number?
28.
Oh,
Hey.
28.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Shout out Key in the comments. Key laughed and she said, "Happy birthday, sis."
Thank you.
Definitely happy. Definitely happy. I remember 28 years ago today.
Aw.
That's my dog, man. That's my road dog. So I must ask, how did the LTC come about?
You want to start me?
I get. So we used to, for our lunch breaks, we used to get in the car and just go to various spots to eat. And we used to have conversations in the car. And one day she pulled the phone out, opened it up. We started talking. People engaged. And then people were saying, y'all should do a podcast of this. And then other producers saw us and we took it from there, made a podcast. And then after, about a year.
Turn your audio down.
Who, me?
Yeah, I think that's yours.
Yeah, you know exactly who the culprit was.
That's what I'm saying, like,
I pointed me right out.
I hear me.
Right.
I had tried to read the comments.
Yeah, you can just turn it down.
I think the comments right here on the board too.
Oh, yeah, I moved it.
There we go.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, man, fuck that. Yo, sorry, kick me off the show.
Oh, you good?
But yeah, after that, we just started going live, and it was sparks from there. And then after I would say a year and a half,
Yeah.
our original partners, decided to go better ways,
Yeah.
and met this man. She hit me up and was like, yo, I got somebody that, we did a podcast. We was on their podcast?
Yeah, we was on their podcast. Yeah. We actually shot at the same facility, same company, same place. And we had did their show, and his energy is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, facts.
When I say amazing.
Not after that quickie, it's not. I'm about to be in this bitch sleep.
He got the hood on and everything. That's how you go to sleep in class in school. You
want to be like Charlie Brown, minus with his blanket.
So he had issues where he was, and I hit him up, and he said he was done. He was like, I don't want to do this no more. And I said, hold up, hold on. My spidey senses got the tingling. And I'm like, well, why don't you come over and join us? I said, it's a free fall over here. It's no judgment. There's no control.
Right.
You do what you want to do over here. You bring on whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to take your ideas and put them there. And we just say, it's good. Let's go.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm going to come check it out. And he's been with us, 2 years now?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's been a long time.
2 years.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
So y'all started from mukbangs, huh?
Yeah. Sitting in the cafeteria at work. Sitting
Okay.
at the cafeteria at work. And when I say, and we went Monday through Friday, everybody would tune in, engage with us.
Wow. Monday through
Yeah, we
Friday.
did Monday
A
through
lot of
Friday.
content.
Yeah, the
Wow.
content was heavy. And
Yeah.
then we scaled back to Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And it was just me and Ali that was doing it. But then when we decided to get back in the studio, we didn't think it was fair for us to keep doing the Lunchtime Chronicles afternoon show. And Elliot wasn't a part of it because that's family. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the show now. So we just leave it for the studio. And we shoot at the studio.
That's dope. I like that.
Twice a
And the
month.
crazy thing, I didn't even know y'all did that for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still want y'all to get y'all shine though. So if y'all wanted to still do it Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? I'm there in spirit.
Yeah,
You are a boy, don't get me wrong, but COVID definitely,
COVID,
assisted.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the real reason right there.
Them
Like,
practitioners or
yeah,
something.
6 feet apart from each
Right.
other.
What's going on, Wallaby?
Thanks and love to him.
Right. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Mhm.
So what made you start recording it? Like, what made you?
Ali always has some crazy conversation, some crazy question that he was asking. And I was like, damn, this is view worthy. You know what I mean? And everybody had an opinion. And I was really just sitting there I wonder what everybody else's conversation is like at lunch. What is you got your different set of people who come, they hang out together and they go to lunch and then they all have different conversations. Even when you go in the restaurant, you always see people just sitting there having different conversations.
For sure.
And I was like, well, why not bring our lunch conversation to social media where people can sit down and eat their lunch and enjoy it and engage in a conversation too?
That makes sense.
So that's kind of how it got started. And while we're doing it at lunch, sitting there comfortable eating, you know what I mean? Because it's how many people are uncomfortable sitting and eating on camera?
Not me.
Right. But it's a lot of people who are not comfortable doing that, and we made it comfortable. And we always tell them, grab your drinks, grab your food, sit down and eat with us. We broadcast what we eating, because it's lunchtime. So
for sure.
And get this conversation real quick.
Right. That's dope. So you answered your question for other people. You was like, this is what we talking about today.
Right.
That's dope. So, they did change the time. Obviously, you're not at the lunch table.
Yeah, because they're like in the morning time and everything like that, and I'm still like drooling on the pillow.
Right.
I wake up like an hour later, like, yo, what the fuck? Next thing you know, I see their videos. But I do appreciate that, though. That was dope. I was with the prior podcast, which I won't say their name because they got 4 views, and I don't want them to get 5 since I left. But yeah, they hit me up and it was like, yo, you want to try it? Because the podcast I was on prior, it was kind of like a Family Matters type of podcast. It was real PG-13 ABC sitcom, and that's not me. I'm kind of like, I like to talk my shit. I like to say what's on my mind.
Shit. I like to talk my shit is what he's saying.
I like to, no, shout out to Maserati, but I generally like to just say what's on my chest.
For sure.
And they were sanctioning me. They're like, yo, no, you can't say that. You can't say fuck this. You can't say, yo, that bitch tripping. You can't say nothing. And it was like, all right, that's not for me. And they said, yo, you can do what you want to do on our podcast. Be yourself. And yo, and since then, 9,000 views last week.
Yeah, that's dope.
Don't check those numbers. 32,000 views last week. Don't check. Don't just trust me.
Sleep on
just trust me.
48 million views.
Right.
Don't check those.
Don't
just trust us.
We're going to be in New York next week.
Hey, talk your shit.
Talk
your shit. Talk your shit. So, I mean, I would imagine, even though you are open-minded, like you said, you say everything you say off your chest, but I would imagine that you guys weren't too far off of that either, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Uncut. So what happened was the reason why we decided to have a studio show is because you can't say certain things at the workplace. We got pulled into HR. Now HR, there's no handbook that states that you can't do a podcast at work. So check that. If y'all want to start a podcast, I'm telling you right now, go ahead and do it. Your job can't stop you. Because
listen, if y'all do a podcast,
free game.
My fries better still be fresh, though.
Period,
I don't want motherfuckers the Burger King crew. You know what I mean? the King's the podcast. The Burger King crew. Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers better make sure I got pickles. Pause on the pickles.
HR was like, hey, there's certain things that, can't be said because they're offensive to certain people. So we were like, all right, so now you want to kind of stop us from saying what it is for our freedom of speech. So we was like, fuck it, we about to go and have a show offside, and we're gonna call it, and Ali was like, we'll just call it LTC Uncut, and therefore we can say whatever it is that we want to say, do whatever it is we want to do, and nobody can stop us. So
that's where the lunch went. Y'all had to leave off of campus. Y'all just said forget the food there. So, but I heard y'all had cheese though, so I'm a little sad. Shout out to the homie, man. He was there, man. That's shout out to the homie. Bells.
Dude.
How was your lunch today? What you have?
What did I have? A slice of pizza and some chicken from last night.
Oh.
Yeah, we funny, I was cleaning my room. I don't know if you seen my post earlier, but I was cleaning my room and I was about to get in the shower, and Asia was like, well, I'm about to run downstairs. I need to grab something out of my car. And earlier she had mentioned that she had some cases of water in there. So I was like, before I said I was about to get in the shower, or when I said I was about to get in the shower, she was like, no, just wait, because I might need you, to help me or whatever. So I'm thinking she was going to ask me to help her to grab the water. So I'm just still continuing to clean my room. I'm listening to my music. I'm in my lounge clothes, which is like pretty much close to nothing because I'm at home. And I'm cleaning my room, minding my business. I'm just in my zone, in my own little world. I turn around, Denzel, Denatica, and Asia standing behind me with balloons, alcohol, and a desk that I had asked for my birthday.
Hey.
And so we had us a nice little kick it last night. We was drinking and stuff, and we the Nautica brought us some 90% proof moonshine.
Sheesh.
Now you make it here.
We needed to coat our stomachs, so we ended up getting some pizza and wings. And I was thankful that it was left over because I was a little hungover this morning.
I should have came over last night. I should have just came over. But gas $4, so I needed to stay home.
That's stopping a lot of late night plays.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I was about to say. It's gonna be a
Yo,
lot
10 on 2 don't mean nothing no more.
20 on 2 don't mean nothing
I
no
ain't
more.
never said those words in my life. But 10 on 2? Yo, that's me. Like, yo, let me get 10 on. Hey, yo, you ever notice you don't remember what pump you get to?
Never.
I could be like 7. Soon as I get into the gas station, I gotta go back to the fucking window. Like, what number was I on?
I
Let me get
gave the
10 on
wrong number
7.
the other day. I was like, let me get 20 on 3. I'm like, why is this not clicking? I look up at the thing. It's
8.
1.
Oh, shit.
Damn. You gave somebody some free gas.
No, they fixed it.
Oh, yeah.
Go back
Wait.
to that gas.
They fixed
Right.
it.
Especially the way it is now. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Gas is ridiculous.
It costs more and it don't last.
No,
At
it
all.
seemed like, yo, I put 10 on 2. I dipped to the east side. I came back. I think I made one more run. Hey, yo, my shit is back down.
They
Like,
watering
yo,
it up, man.
word, man. Fuck is Russia doing?
Right. You want to know what's crazy about that though? Like I did some research because I really wanted to know. I was going to ask this question on Facebook, but I wanted to know why the gas price was going so high for us. And Russia is like a 6% contributor to where U.S. gets the gas.
That's
from.
what I was thinking. Like, yo, what
Canada
Russia got to do with this?
Canada, however, is the main supplier for us, right? So my friend, shout out to Ashley.
Shout out Ash.
Ashley was like, well, think about it. All that free money that y'all got, they trying to recover their money back.
Yeah.
Stimulus payments, 1, 2, and 3, all the food stamp prices going, money that's going out. So, okay. So
Makes sense.
we got to get our money back.
Yeah, and they gotta pay for it if we do need to help. If there is a war, they're gonna need that money, the extra money that they did give us. They're gonna need that money to pay for the military.
Yeah, of course. And then that's why I thought about it. Why I thought Putin said that the U.S. shouldn't get involved because they're already in business together, and it's just gas that we know of. What other type of business do they have going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yo, I heard today they shut their Netflix down, they TikTok.
I heard they
Hulu,
getting shut down everywhere.
The internet,
like, I heard they
man.
Visa and MasterCard is not working with them or something like that. I heard it was a lot.
They pockets hard. Like,
Yeah.
yo, man, y'all ain't gonna watch nothing but old fucking Rocky movies and shit like that. Man, y'all gonna watch Rocky Shore every day.
If
Right.
he dies, he dies.
Early. That's the only thing I know about Russia is that Rocky movie. That's fucked up, man.
Vodka, Skoles, something like that. So have y'all seen what Russell Westbrook said lately?
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
Okay,
they was making fun of his name, calling him West Brick because he was missing a lot.
Oh,
Is that what you're talking about?
Yep. And now he's speaking on how it has affected him. He said at first it didn't bother him that much.
Mhm.
But I believe he said it was his son that was just so proud of his last name, so proud of him being a Westbrook. Like he writes it everywhere.
Mhm.
He's like so proud of what he is.
Of course.
So now Westbrook is taking it, or Russ is taking it as like they messing up the legacy of his name, because his son, represents it so much, he feels so it just doesn't sit right with him. But then it kind of like, from me looking at it from the other side, like, we all get talked about, people done made fun of people's names before. So I didn't think it was that crazy, but then I thought about the level or the magnitude of where his name is getting affected because he's such a big figure.
Yeah.
Public figure. He is matched by 1 million people, millions, billions of people probably. Only people that's probably not seeing it is Russia. So how do y'all feel about that?
So personally, 2 things. You can end all that noise if you stop missing.
Facts.
Like that's the main thing. Like you are a future Hall of Famer. You did something that only Oscar Robertson did, and then you overachieved and did it again that nobody ever did. And no one probably going to do that in the next 50 years. So be better. Make your shots. You in the NBA, you have millions and millions of dollars. My guy, sit in the house, build a gym in your goddamn house, sit in that motherfucker daily and shoot.
Yeah.
Like I'm confused. You don't have to work. you're a millionaire. You just got to raise your kids and stuff. And I'm pretty sure you got nannies, you got your wife. Be better. And then for a son and stuff like that, at the end of the day, it sucks because we, like, for humans, we live in the now. We instant gratification people. So, like, since he getting played now, but in a year or 2 years, then nobody's going to remember this. Just think about it. Like, I don't even know, but like Ray Rice when Solange, and I mean, not Ray Rice, but when Solange hit Jay-Z and all that stuff, they was talking about that crazy. How is it ever going, Jay-Z's reputation going to be tarnished? Did we talk about it now? He's a billionaire. No. At the end of the day, his legacy will be fine. Just stop whining and make some shots, my nigga.
I mean, Beyonce also said like it was $1 million on the elevator. Of course, something gonna happen. So she didn't shut all that down anyway.
So I'm reading here. It came up because I'm on live on mine. But Ashley said Westbrook worried about being called West Brick, but wear skirts and women's clothes.
That's hilarious.
It's like
West Brick, West Chick.
But see, here's the thing though, like, you are a millionaire, and these people who are saying this are what? Well, like, what's their financial status?
I mean, some of them might have, they said court side, so they might have a little money.
Okay, who cares?
Right?
Who cares? You really care about somebody saying your last name is different? Like, my maiden name is Haynes. So can you imagine how many times I got, you got the underwear as your last name? I'm like, but it's spelled differently. Like, that didn't bother me. Like, people were going to say things regardless. So why? You got all this money in your pocket. What you need to be doing is having a conversation with your son and building him up so that way he won't be affected by these things. Like, those things can bounce off of him. They just mad because they aren't him. You know what I'm saying?
Teach your son how to shoot.
Yeah.
Like, you can break that whole cycle if you just teach your son how to shoot. Done.
Yeah, I agree with y'all, yo. He got to have tougher skin. Definitely. Because now that he even said that this bothers him because it's affecting his son, whenever you go to an opposing team stadium, they're going to be screaming West Brick louder. They're going to buy West Brick shirts. So you need to invest in West Brick shirts. Maybe change your name to West Brick for a little while and get paid off of it.
Or hang it up.
Not a bad idea.
But I wouldn't give a fuck if my mother was Beyonce, which as soon as you made a Beyonce reference, I'm going right to it. And it was Knowles is my last name. Yo, you're going to be proud of that last name no matter what. I would write Elliot Knowles everywhere.
Okay.
So, what you know? EK.
EK.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'll be Young Knowles. So,
Young Knowles.
He got to really kind of just like, he should have never said nothing.
Would you have hot sauce in your bag swag too?
Yeah. Hot sauce. I got hot sauce in my pocket now, thanks to my mother. But just that's my wife and mother at the same time. Y'all don't even know that. Yeah, for real.
Lord,
we have a son called her Aunt Ma.
Aunt Ma.
Yo, I'm telling you right now. That'd be my
Grandmama
and my nephew. But yo, don't never even if you do have insecurities, as soon as people know it, they're gonna channel on it.
Yeah.
And that's it. And on the strength of him even saying something makes me want to call him West Brick now.
Right.
It's just the ignorance in people.
Right.
When you were saying that, that's what I was thinking. Like, if you got a bully and you tell that bully, I'm scared of this, that bully's gonna do it more. So now you definitely about to be West Brick. As soon as you miss a shot.
And West Brick Jr.
And he can't even keep calling himself West Brick because this nigga be airballing free throws. Like, you ain't even hitting the rim. Be better.
West Ball.
West Ball.
See, look, I'm telling you, they about to have so many names on him, man.
Right. But going back to the skirts and everything, there was something definitely already off with him.
Yeah.
So I've seen him transfer from being what a typical man wears to now starting to wear purses and everything. Do you think the money changed him?
Well, see,
You think LA changed him?
No, he was already weird Oklahoma though.
He was doing that.
I'm saying it's weird for a man to wear a dress. I'm
gonna say, and Ali probably can agree with this because he's got a marketing degree, but in order to stay relevant, you have to do outlandish things and crazy things to be able to be relevant. And so I just think about like Dennis Rodman. Remember, Dennis Rodman came out with the wedding dress, all the earrings, the makeup, and things like that. Man, ain't far from gay, but he did it so that way he could stay in the limelight so people can continue to talk about him and say that he's relevant. You understand what I'm saying? So he can get deals here and there. People are drawing interest to him. So just feel.
Do you think this is what he's doing right now?
About this West Brick thing?
I mean, marketing thing. Keep saying that it's West Brick and it
But
draws
there's
into your
also
name.
gotta be integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, you don't sell your soul for a few dollars to put on a dress. This is your son now watching you. And like I said, I have nothing against the LGQ and all of the letters and everything. but in general, like you're showing your son, like for money, I'm willing to do this.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sacrifice our name because, like you said, West Chick.
Yep.
It was gonna go from West Brick to West Chick to, he's gonna be just like And I can't even explain. I'm just disappointed that he even said something about it. Because if something bothered me, you ain't gonna know about it.
Facts. Bells, did you have any input?
I pretty much agree with everybody's sentiments. I think he's avoiding accountability. In terms of, like everybody mentioned, talking to his son, making sure that what's going on doesn't affect him and how he feels about his last name and how he feels about the Westbrook legacy. And instead of taking accountability and doing what you need to do as a father, just in that regard, because I can't say how he is as a parent. Yeah. But just in that regard, you're not taking accountability as a father, and you're looking to everybody else who clearly don't give a fuck to make sure that your son knows the weight of the legacy of their name. Or, you know what I mean? So like that's just how I feel about it. I don't give a fuck. So
So, just real quick, I'm sorry, because Ashley, she on here too. She said she going in. She's like, that was really Dennis's character, Westbrook, Cam Newton. They just doing it to stay relevant. And then she said she likes your point, avoiding accountability.
Yeah, that was definitely
that was a big word right there. She went to divide.
I was gonna add too. He's also teaching his kid how to become a victim. And take that, victim mentality. Like, oh my God, they're picking on us, and then this is making me feel like, I'm not proud of my name anymore. I don't want to write my name. I don't want to be a Westbrook because,
is he really teaching him how to be a victim or showing him he's allowed to feel? Especially for it to being men, we already hold all of that inside. So showing his son that, you can have a feeling towards things, but you see his initial was, it didn't bother me at first.
But to the point where you're going to no longer want to have that name, like you're ashamed of who you are.
He didn't say that.
Okay.
He didn't say that. It was just, he was standing up for his name. He said, respect my name. So it was that. So I don't disagree with you. It was just more of a question.
Okay.
Hey, yo, just imagine what 40,000 fans at Rocket Mortgage gonna say when the Lakers
Westbrook.
Fucked up with that one, man. Even if you make a shot, we still gonna say it. Man, that's your new name from now on, man. You might as well tell your son, welcome. You're welcome, son. This is who I become. We're the Westbrooks.
Right now, and it was tough for me to take, because I definitely understood, as far as that go. But then it made me kind of put myself in his shoes. Like if they use my last name is Washington. Last name is Ton. I'm a big dude. So if they went towards that, damn, I'm gonna be sad. No,
that was too clever though.
Right.
See Washington and be like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Then a ton. That
you said
I didn't think about that.
Comedy genius right there.
You're not Washington or something.
Right. No, I didn't even think about that.
I gotta watch a ton. I mean,
president.
That's the first thought. And I'm normally fast with this. So he had that shit in the cut.
Right.
He used that on himself.
I haven't, but after I watched the video, it came right up. I'm like, hold on. Then I thought about my name, somebody making fun of my name. Oh shit, they could do that, huh? And so, but honestly, I've never felt any type of. I mean, we've all been teased before. You gotta have thick skin, or if you let people get under it just that easy, like you said, that's how bullying happens. That's how you do become a victim. So I definitely understand that, but I guess I respect him for trying to stand up for himself, but as somebody that's a public figure, such as yourself, I don't think you should have to address all of that. You shouldn't want to, like you said, because now we know we're pressing this button. We're pressing this button, and I just don't think that's that's a good look. Now I would say, as far as him, shooting more. He's kind of if you watch the interview, he said, this is just a game. He said, I got other life outside of this. So now that shows me that you're not fully invested.
Mm.
And like you said, he doesn't have that hoop. He probably has a hoop at home, and we don't know how much he practiced. You know, we're not seeing him on it every day. But when you make comments like he did, it definitely feels like that he's not fully invested. So maybe he do need to get a court at home and start shooting a whole bunch of shots.
I think he's fronting. I don't even think his son be even tripping about that shit.
Right.
I think he probably just saying like he's getting affected by it, like, all right, man, I'm cool, but my kid.
Right.
Like Friday, Pop's tripping.
Right.
The beach
Right.
cruiser, the bricks. You know what I mean? You know, I wouldn't even trip, but my
Right.
son.
Or maybe he's tired of playing basketball. Like, how old is he?
He younger than
still got-
LeBron.
he still
31,
got some
32,
years in him.
31, 32. something
Hold
like that.
on. How old is LeBron? Is like 36,
Yeah, you
37?
usually retire around 35, 36.
But he's younger. He's younger than LeBron.
Yeah, he's
But I'm saying so,
got like
but
34
still,
years.
he could be tired of playing basketball.
I mean,
Like, you know,
He carried a lot in OKC. So
Yeah.
I will
Oh shit.
I will say that. So Honeybee, shout out to Honeybee. She said a lot of men do that, which is I guess bottling up. Shout out Blanket. She said she was thinking that too. And she said men get shot down for being vulnerable and expressing how something makes them feel. He was hurt that his son was embarrassed. Was his son embarrassed? I didn't.
No, his son ain't embarrassed. His son going around school every day. They like, that's Russell Westbrook.
Then
son.
again,
Like, he's
then
good.
again, you know, kids will get on you about that. Like, oh, your dad's Westbrook.
Yeah, okay, but
Make a shot, son. I mean,
my
make
dad
your
is
shot.
Yeah, my dad is Westbrook, so they know what it is. Though.
Well,
They can make jokes and shit, but they know who his pops.
No,
is.
go ahead.
I was about to switch it up a little bit just because I wanted to know for the females and stuff. Is that emotional intelligence? Is that what y'all look for?
Ooh-wee. I like that.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah, because that's what you hear a lot about females when they talk about dudes like, oh, he's not emotionally intelligent enough, or you know what I mean? Like I hear that a lot. Not me personally, but I hear it a lot. So I'm just like, you know, I heard it once, I ain't gonna lie. But like, so I'm just thinking,
Asking for a friend.
yeah, asking for a friend. So like, if he's opening up, he's being vulnerable live towards thousands, millions of people who seeing it.
Yeah.
He's showing his emotions. He's showing you that he care. I mean, let's just go off of what he's saying. He's showing you that he care about his son's feelings, and like he's telling his son like it's okay to open up. Stop doing this. Is that? Yes. Oh, I was saying you was daydreaming outside the door. Okay.
I'm listening intently.
But yeah, so like, is that emotional intelligence? Is that what y'all look for? He's being vulnerable. Is that not good enough? I mean, is that good enough?
I mean, he's being open. So yes, of course, all women want their man to be open and honest
To them
with
only?
them. To them only,
Yeah.
or just, I mean,
No.
it's to your comfortability level. Like you have to be comfortable with who you're talking to.
Mm.
But
to
y'all
be
don't
able
want
to-
no soft dude, right? You don't
Nobody
want no
said
guy,
anything
y'all
about
sitting
being
there
soft.
watching,
Difference.
you're watching the Notebook and he over there crying hard as shit. You know what I mean? He over there sobbing.
Oh, I'm not
I didn't
saying
know it
that,
was gonna
but
be this way.
you don't
They
want
died
somebody
together.
who always carries a tough exterior all the time. You know what I mean? You don't want somebody that's just like emotionalist. You know what I mean? Like I can't read you. It's like I'm throwing stuff at the wall and it's just falling off because it's not sticking because there's no emotion there.
Is that what women really want? Keep it gangster.
I honestly, I don't think it is.
Yeah, keep it 100. Y'all tell us what y'all
Why
want.
don't-
We
why
watch
don't
The
y'all
View,
think
but
We watched The
yeah,
View.
we see the
Why
shit
that we
y'all
don't-
be saying. But
Y'all don't
okay,
want-
play if you want.
Okay, you want a man to be able to that
Yeah.
he's the rock and you could cry on, right? That's what you want. You want your man to be strong, reliable, stable, not really affected by his emotions for real. Because you know, if you a man, somebody robbing in the house and you hear, oh my god, you gotta protect us, and he like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. That's unattractive.
There's a time and
Okay.
a place for. Go ahead, sis.
No,
sis.
no.
Yeah, because now
I
it's a
was-
time
I
and a
was just
place we
saying,
can be
like,
Is that
emotional.
There's a difference between us wanting a guy who's open to being vulnerable and a soft guy. I don't want no crybaby. Like if you crying to me, like I had an instance where I had a friend and we were just having a random conversation. Anybody who knows me personally, I can be very busy at times because I keep myself busy. And a lot of that time requires me not to answer my phone right away or answer a text. I will shoot a text back or call back when I can. And they just so happened to call me back before I could call them back. And so, I was like, my bad. I try to be better with my communication because that's what I want from other people. So like, I was like, my bad for not being available. I had X, Y, and Z going on, but what's going on? You all right? Called me a couple times. That was my way of being funny. Like, why the fuck you keep calling my phone? But still. And so we having a random conversation, like a regular conversation. And he was just like, I'm glad I didn't die. And I was like, why you say that? And he was like, because you don't call me, you don't text me. It was just a whining.
And you instantly
like,
ride the fuck up. As soon as he said all of that shit.
I
You
told
just
him,
like, I'm not fucking with him. I ain't even give him nothing yet. And he's already complaining about the text.
I'll call him back. Like, I was like, I'm not going to lie. Like, you kind of just irritated me a little bit. I don't know how to respond to that without maybe insulting you with my tone.
Yeah.
So just call. I'm going to call you back. Like, and he was like, all right. And I hung up the phone because I can't do that.
and that's the only thing I'm saying about that. Because men don't know every woman's tolerance to like being open like that. So we might tell people.
Did you hear what he said? I could have died.
How you call it?
How
you call it? But I was thinking about that.
There's a way to approach things. Like,
To the lab.
I could be dead.
No, that was just too extra for me. Like, I can't do that. Like, being vulnerable.
You don't care about me.
Emotional are two different things. Just like I can tell the difference between me being vulnerable and me being emotional. Like, I don't want to whine. I don't want nobody that's whining. I don't want to be to somebody what I don't want them to be to me.
Talk your shit.
Okay, good points. I just think it shouldn't be. Women want men to be vulnerable. I'll give you that. Y'all want a man to be more vulnerable with you. Being more emotional, that's the one that I just, I don't think it benefits the man to be more emotional because, like I said, if you're emotional and she doesn't accept it the right way, he's being emotional, opening up to you. You don't know.
Soft.
Exactly. You don't know if the girl's going to be like, that's just too much. So it'd just be better to not do it because for the man, you supposed to be, if your girl cry to you, you're not going to lose attraction to her. But if your man is crying to you, you might lose attraction to him. And that's the difference. That's why it's just better to man problems. Only man can handle man problems for the most part because only men deal with man problems. Just like female problems. Like, we could probably help y'all, but like, I don't know what tampon I should get for you. If you know what I mean? Like, it's just like female stuff. Handle you know what I mean?
But I think it's substantial though, because
communication can help all of that though.
Yeah, everything is so situational because sometimes we try to be the truest versions of ourselves to people who don't deserve it, or those might not be the people that we need to be true to. Not to say we got to be fake around people, but there's certain sides of yourself that may not, or it shouldn't need to be shown to other people. You know what I mean? I don't ever want, and this is something that I've learned over my years of, I guess, really being single, because I started really evaluating the type of guys that I attract, for one, and the type of guys that I want to like be around me, not even just relationship wise, but as a friend as well. And so I start evaluating how I looked at men, and I did used to want that, like, oh, he got to be this, he got to be that, he got to be tough. I don't want no nigga that's crying, stuff like that. But then as I got older and I matured, and I really started to see the struggles of men, because to be honest, it's not something that I identify with because I'm not a man. You know what I mean? I know what it's like.
I was invested. I was too. Once I heard that, I'm like, oh, when a female say something like she can understand the plight of man, like
like I know what it's like to struggle as a woman and as a black woman, but I don't know what it's like for a black man. But like, I look at people like my brothers and my fathers, because I have a stepdad and a biological father. So like my fathers and like my friends that are in my life, how they're not really represented well. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're not, they were never taught to know that it's okay to be vulnerable, to know that it's okay to actually cry sometimes. Like, I don't mind you crying. Like, I'm not gonna say like, damn, I want to jump on him because he crying.
Just don't fill my bucket, is what you're saying.
I would find it attractive if like my guy cried to me about something that really affected him, because that means that you're comfortable enough to be your truest self around me, and that would make me feel like I'm doing my job, not as just your girlfriend, but I feel like, you know, some portion of me needs to be your friend as well. So like, to allow you to feel you like you could be your truest self around me. That's like what I mean about being vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, knowing it's okay that you don't have to be so tough all the time, because we all have to be strong in our own regard, but we can be vulnerable in terms of being emotional, but like not overly emotional. Like,
Shout out.
whining about stuff. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
I
Bell.
just feel like
Shout out to Bell. Right.
Yo,
I just feel like there's a
I could be
difference.
dead right now.
So-
Die sitting here listening to this.
So Honeybee said intimacy is what most women are looking for, and most men only have hard dick and attitudes.
Ooh, come on, honey.
That's
B.
hilarious. My uncle, shout out to Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy said if he was worried about dying, he should have called the ambulance.
Right.
Yeah, I laughed at that.
He always have a comeback every time I say something.
And
He always have a comeback.
Louis, who is my every 2-week guest host. Well, he's not even a guest host. He is a basically a feature host. He said, "Happy birthday, chick."
Thank you, Lemon.
Aww.
Yeah, that was wild. That was crazy. That was crazy. I like that one. All right, so this one, I'm gonna actually say this one for after the break. But we last show we talked about masculinity in females. So as it is Women's History Month. So or just Women's Month. I don't know if it's Women's History or just Women's Month. It's Women's Month. So the topic came up about women being more masculine.
Yeah, they tough as shit out here.
Yeah.
They ain't playing with you.
Right.
You get one mistake and that's it.
Right.
Yeah, these city girls changed the game. It was before the city girls, but hey, fuck up if you want to.
Right. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and start with you. How do you feel about that?
Hey, yo, thank God I'm out the dating pool because, yo, I've seen it. I'm witnessing it.
Yeah.
These women are men. Yo, Steve Harvey told you think like a man, but nah, they like acting like a man. Like, yo, they will fuck your shit up. Old school woman cry. You know what I mean? You say some bullshit to her. She'll get upset. She'll slide off. You can work it out. You get 46 chances. If you got good dick, you get 82 chances.
That's facts.
I get 82 chances. But
he said I get 82.
I get 82 chances.
I heard that.
But these women nowadays, yo, play if you want. Yo, she will block your number and there'll be somebody else. And if they learn discovery of self and they got the rose.
Period.
And they got the rose. They don't need us for shit.
Well, see, that's why I got a cuddling service. I'm a big ass teddy bear, and I just come with a built-in rose.
But yo, fuck up, nigga. They'll find a female with some cuddly roses. Man, it's not a game no more. These women. Yo, Drake wasn't playing when he said, "Girls like girls where I come from."
Facts.
And right now, this generation the men have been branded as not shit. You know what I mean? Facts. We fucked up too many times, and they're like, yo, I can get the emotional support from another woman, and that's what's gonna happen. That's what's happening. So y'all better stop playing.
So I got a question. When you speak about this generation, which generation are you referring to? Because see, there's different generations of women.
Just do an age range.
I'm gonna say from 17 to 32.
Okay.
There's a scar with these women, and they are not playing with men. Yo, you fuck up. Yo, you text some bitch some shit. She'll be like, all right, old school bitch, you cry, cut your clothes up. These new ones, and I'm sorry for saying bitch a lot, but these new women, hey, yo, she'll block you. Hey, yo, and she will move on. They move on faster. Because I know back when I was younger and everything like that, and I was in the game, yo, I could fuck up, get my 82 chances, maybe 7 more. But after that, it's over.
I can only get 10.
Now you get 3 chances. You might get 3. How many chances you giving? He told you he was ready to die, and you was like, heartless over here.
I'm not heartless. I have a very big heart, actually.
Yeah, but for the one that you like.
I mean, no, even my friends too. Like, I'm a very social person. I'm just very kind. But because I know that about myself, I have to protect myself.
And that's what they're doing. That's what they're
I'm
doing.
not saying he was a bad person, but I can see how that would affect me emotionally and internally because I've experienced emotional, what do they call it? Emotional abuse. Not being intentional, because I'm not going to say the person's name, but it wasn't intentional,
Kevin.
but because he came with
so funny if that was his name.
Emotional baggage. He leaned on me a lot.
Lean on me.
I had to play
when you're not strong.
In his life.
Yeah.
And he was a lot.
Yeah.
And I took that on because I'm like, all right, this is my boyfriend. Like,
Oh, so you gave him some.
Like, yeah, this
Come
was
on, man. I don't want to
somebody
hear
that I
this.
was with.
No,
Oh, wait, that's your sister supporting.
I'm just playing.
But
I'm just playing.
Ali, we can get to the root of this, right? So you gave him some, right? He basically told you he was going to die on
No,
Tuesday.
this is
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I was about to say, damn, he ain't supposed to, he ready to die.
No, I was just saying, like, why I draw the line about,
I was ready to die.
I was ready to die.
I was just saying why I, like, don't give many chances when it comes to certain situations. Like, you don't have to show me multiple times that you're going to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I try to be transparent, like, when I meet people in terms of what I expect. I'm not saying, like, you better know by next week that you think about marrying me. You know what I mean? Like, not that type of transparency, but what I do look for in the future. I'm 28. I don't have any kids or anything like that. And those are things I want. I want a family. I want a husband. I want to do all that type of stuff. Before I get old and my kids is like in a kindergarten and I'm 60.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't want that lifestyle. Yeah. So I do let people know if we get to the point of wanting to date that I do want kids one day. I do want to be married just to see where our goals for the future align. And if it don't, then we keep pushing, you know what I mean? Like, we could be cool.
Yeah.
But I just try to draw the line where I take things and where I don't.
So Ashley Nicole, I'm guessing this is your Ash because she joined. Shout out to Ash. She said women are masculine, quotation, because we have to do everything, work multiple jobs, go to school full time, raise the kids, handle everything. That makes women tough.
And so, let me jump in because the reason why I asked what generation are you referring to, Elliot, is because I had to think about it and I had to go back for a minute to think about the dynamics of the women. Because you said it's Women's Month, right? It is Women's Month. And so I watched the making of, I don't know the title of it, but it's the Miss Chalet story. If anybody knows who Miss Chalet is, she was Dr. Dre's son's mother. She also was Suge Knight's wife and also his daughter's mother. And as a little girl, she was walking with her grandmother, and her grandmother and her saw Miss Chalet's mother getting beat by a man. It wasn't her father, but it was a man she was dealing with. And the grandmother said to her, she said, "I'm never going to allow a man to beat me." The grandmother told her, if he's not beating you, he doesn't love you. So you have to think about the training and the teaching that maybe our grandmothers, their mothers had, that they passed on to our mothers. And so our mothers endured those things and had to tell us, listen, this is not what you want. So then you have people like my age who may have younger sisters who are like, listen, you don't have to put up with that. You do not have to deal with it. If he shows you one time, that's it. Know that if he shows you one red flag one time, he's never going to change. So that's why I feel like today, these women are actually seeing their true purpose and value and noticing right off the bat, like, look, this is not going to change. I don't care how many chances my grandmother gave my grandfather. He got kids and families across town, everywhere. They put up with it because they had to. And they told their kids, their daughters to. So people are, at some point, you have to break those generational curses. But I don't think that it's masculine. I feel like it's women knowing themselves and men not being able to appreciate and understand.
Because I was definitely in. I was like, I agree with that. I just invested again.
You understand their growth. So
I definitely agree with you, though, because just like how we were just saying.
What up, Angry Onion?
Is that David?
Yeah.
I was
Juice Box.
Angry Onion. What the hell is Angry Onion? Wait, I'm getting sidetracked.
We'll talk about it.
While you getting your thoughts together, it's not the grandmothers and the sisters telling them that. It's the music telling them that. Listen to Rihanna. Didn't I tell you that I was a savage? These women are living through that. What's the one song where she be like, I ain't even save his number? Like, yo, the Meg Thee Stallion. It's the music that they're seeing and the things they're seeing on TV that's giving y'all the strength. That's
agree.
fucking us
I feel
up.
like that's
fucking us
We
up.
can't even fuck up no more.
So it's not. I don't think.
You're a
I
single
don't.
man. You better hurry up and
So-
find your queen quick.
I definitely think it's the music. I'll give you that as far as the music goes. However, it is definitely the teachings from other, not just the music. Obviously, it had to get to the music. It had to go through the teachings. So I agree with that. And also, I feel as though it's also systematic. But I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I know that too. I mean, this is when we talk about our show. This is like my area of expertise. And like,
expertise.
I really study. I know the facts. I know the stats. I know all this. I don't really even want to dive into it. But what is the question? Because we all kind of went on little tangents. What is the actual question you want me to answer? Like I can answer each and every one of y'all's statements, especially yours.
It was just how'd you feel about the masculinity in femininity?
I'll just say it like this. It's yin and yang. Men are attracted to women. Women should be attracted to men. It's so we live in a clown world where a woman could be a man, act masculine, and we got to accept it. But if I went to a club wearing heels and a dress and I was like, oh my God, hey, what's up, girl? I want to take you on a date. You're going to be like, oh, you gay. Why you acting like that? But I'm like, oh no, I'm masculine, but I'll be masculine when I meet a feminine woman. That don't make sense. That's their logic. Women sometimes are walking contradictions. And I just, and when you say if I'm a queen, like she can't be a queen without me. Because I'm the king and you make a queen. A queen can't make herself. That's a weird thing to say. Like
Queen Elizabeth got a husband?
Queen Elizabeth became a queen without her husband. Hello?
Can't be a
He
queen
married the
without
queen.
him.
she was a queen because like getting bored down to the family
Queen
stuff. Like,
Latifah.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
That was a-
Hold on, we are getting a caller.
Oh,
y'all got
callers?
Hey,
Oh, shit.
thank you for calling the Graver Machine and Tool Hotline.
Yo, it's Honey Bear. What's up?
Honey B was good.
that's good.
Hey, honey.
Hi, y'all.
Now, please keep it short and sweet because we got to go to break.
I know, but I just wanted to say, I want to make a comment to what Ali said, like, yo, on some real shit, Ali, like, no woman wants to be fucking masculine. We supposed to be soft batch fucking cookies, you feel me? The only reason why most women
She
are
sound
fucking
masculine when
hardcore.
she's saying this. Hey, yo, real shit, Ali. Word to mother, son. We don't want to be like this.
I'm a Chips Ahoy now.
We say,
Like,
bro.
you soft batch that cookie, real life shit, and the fact that some women are naturally grown up to be masculine via rape, incest, family abuse, torture. You grow up fucked up in those situations. You automatically hard. Your mama, getting her ass beat by your father, and now you gotta take care of mom when dad leaves. So now you cooking and cleaning, you driving mom home drunk from the bar type shit. That make a chick hard. Being
agree.
raised in certain instances and areas that'll make you fucking hard. So you 7 years old, you hard as fuck. You hanging with the boys and
Can I rebuttal real
hanging
quick?
out. Shit.
Real quick, honey, can I rebuttal you? Because I like this, and yes, I agree. You're 100% right. When you living in situations like that, yes, it's gonna make you different. Just like with men, I feel like if that was for a man, it'd make them different. I would just say, unfortunately, we got to take some accountability.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't want to say because you ain't say your family, your mother, or nothing like that. But the woman that was getting beat by the husband, at the end of the day, she chose that man. She stayed by that man. It was red flags, and she could have left. She chose to have a kid. No baby, no child is born in this country without the woman. Men have no reproductive right, zero at all. When the child is in that stomach, the woman has full control. So if she decided to keep that baby to a man that was beating her, yes, it's definitely he should not do that. But also, you should have not stayed. We have to take accountability on both sides.
I think that goes back to what Tish said though. Didn't the grandma say if the man doesn't beat you, he doesn't love you?
Yeah, I never.
Sorry.
He does love you. But so, hold on. Can I say this? I gotta say it because I know you're about to go to break.
Mm-hmm.
But women get in situations with men who present themselves as unauthentic. Okay, there can be situations that come up where this man is working and he had a great job, like whatever it was, a mining, a factory job, or whatever the case is, and then he loses the job and he starts drinking. And to deal with that and all of the stress and the pressure that he has to deal with in the home, now he comes in and takes his frustrations out and he's beating her. He wasn't that way in the beginning. So because she chose him, the man that made her feel good and loved her, he changed. People change. So you can't say she chose an abuser. She never knew that he was an abusive person.
Why?
Say that shit again, sis.
Why?
Because I get tired of motherfuckers saying you chose that. No, nigga, not next. Fucking great.
She's so
She
When I-
passionate.
You feel me?
I just,
I've been in this situation. I've been in that situation. You feel me? So you can't really know what a person is until you find out who they are. That's when you
Period.
be like, oh, so if you leave or stay, that's on you. But if you don't know until that shit bites you in your ass, then what you do then? You got to survive.
Yep.
You know, I've been in that situation, so I respect both y'all. But you 9 times out of 10, you not choosing that shit unless you really just already out here fucked up.
Yep.
So I
But
will.
to the matter comment, I just want to say this: like, if you grow up around a bunch of boys, you generally are going to be masculine as a girl. If you grow up around a bunch of girls, most
That's
boys are going
true
to be
though.
hella girly. You can't really help
definitely
it.
true.
So when you get like 12 or 14, you fucking hardcore boyish as fucking you're a girl. So that's what most girls transition to being either tomboyish or you go into girly phase. It all depends on your upbringing. But when you can't choose your family or your situation, you don't really know what you're supposed to do until you figure that shit out, whether somebody help you or you help yourself. But to each his own with that situation. But, you know, masculinity is not always good. It's not always bad. But, you know, it's about balance and shit.
So I will say, I feel that today's society has made that shift because a lot of women sometimes don't even allow a man to be fully masculine for them to submit to be feminine. Like so I've noticed that a woman will essentially test you so much that you give up on quizzing, you know, like, you know, I don't even care about passing this test no more. And they end up, I guess you could say, they end up splitting up, which puts the woman in a position where she has to be more masculine. She has to start doing everything for herself. She has to do all those things. So I do feel like that is a systematic thing, even starting back from if you want to go to the government splitting up the black family, you know, black home.
I could talk all about that.
Yeah,
that's the wealth change and stuff.
So
like that
I mean, it's a lot more too. I'm just saying it all plays a part. But I have to take this break, you know, or I'm gonna get fired. But I'm loving this, y'all. Please stay tuned, and we got a lot of comments too. People is chiming in, y'all. So let's go to this quick break.
Hey, thank you.
Mirror, mirror in my car. Why these niggas so far? Objects and mirrors ain't closer than they are, but these niggas ain't on what I'm on. Damn, I ball, I ain't got no ball. I say I'm on, but I ain't on. They applaud, I get applause. I know I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm a playboy, baby, but sometimes you gotta pause them and get them all. They ain't all playing possum. If they like games, I got a little, they can buy some. I don't give samples. The only way that you can try some is if I hit you with a little line and sell them, pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. I flip my hair, then I Ric Flair. I'm not Mike Jones. They want me before I'm on. They want to know what flow I'm on. Like a Mac, I'm on top with all the cheese. I might just bring a foreign home. Break her back. You want to get fly like me? You can't, cause you a gnat. Trying to get inside the club, but you can't, cause you in that. I got on off like they don't call, that I don't camp, and that's on camp. That ain't no cap. The cash on camp, like at the net. Middle of play, that ass for shot. What you on? I'm trying to slide. She asked me where you from. They I'm from the fire. I said, okay, that's cool. I like your vibe. Hop back in the Well, oh, she took a ride to the other side. Oh, you look so thick, I bet you get that from your mama's side. Don't mind all the gangsters and the money, baby, come inside. You can have a seat for you a sip, you drink the Rossi, right? If you don't got do say too, just pick your pose and you can choose. Is you some type of player? No, I'm not, baby, I'm super fly. Then why you move so smooth like that? And don't just tell me what I like. But for me to do that, I have to really care about what you like. And I ain't about to tell you lies. I am not the type of guy to care. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. Yeah, they on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. They on me like a long. I put them on. Pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare. I pull up on the clear. They stop and stare.
Yo, Dave, I'm trying to go out to Vegas and get wasted. You know where I can go get something?
Tim, it's funny you should ask, man, because I got the perfect spot for you to go and get tore up from the floor up and get the best tequila in Vegas.
Say where? Where's that?
That is at the Rusty Spur Saloon.
Okay, say where? I'm trying to see what that be like.
Yeah, make sure you stop in there. Stop and see my homeboy Mike. Tell him that Redline Radio from Cleveland, Ohio sent you there.
Bet. I'm about to go see Mike right now.
They were voted the best hole-in-the-wall bar in Vegas. What's that spot name again?
The Rusty Spur Saloon, you said.
That's right. They are located in fabulous Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, yeah. That's the spot. What's going on, everybody? It is TimbukTuesday from TimbukTuesday. And, you know, I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back to TimbukTuesday. Before we get back into the juice of the show, I do want to mention the Lex Vegas and his funny ass friend show. That is March 18th. It's gonna be downtown at the Odeon. I think it may be a few tickets left. I don't know. I know we sold a lot. But they are $12. I'm gonna get with Lex to see if he got some more. But reach out to us if you want to go. It is gonna be a phenomenal show. It's so big I can't even say it. We're gonna have Tank with a C and Key Silly, who are facing off this week on the Lex Vegas show for the final spot, and who will be closing out the show. We also will have Tyrone, Willie Santiago, Loco Willie, Gene Miller, Precious, hosted by Tsunami, and Mr. AKM himself, as well as me, Timbuktu. It's gonna be a great show. Definitely I'm excited about it. Tune in to the Lex Vegas show so y'all can see that finals, because it's gonna be a hell of a show. I'm telling y'all, you do not want to miss that. But welcome back fully. I want to read some of these comments, because these comments going ham. I tell you that, boy.
I already know they about to come from me a little bit.
So Ashley said, I've been agreeing with Ali all day. Imagine that.
What? Ashley been agreeing with you? That's new.
Louis said that's very specific. I believe he was talking about the scenarios as far as raising, with the seeing your mom and taking her to bars is very specific. Mm-hmm. I think that I do agree with that. He's saying, but actively choosing to stay. So, you are staying in that situation. You're not doing a Tina Turner. He laughed at the I feel. It's an ongoing joke. Y'all gotta see it. I
feel merch.
Yes. Yep. It's gonna be merch. I feel. And basically. Cookie said, Tyra.
Hey, Cookie.
Happy birthday, Tyra. And we got the hand clap from Eb. What up, Eb? So when we left off, we were kind of talking about the submission of a woman. You wanted to speak on that, Ali?
Submission of a woman?
Just everything that was going on as far as the The woman.
All that stuff. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. Once we went on break, I kind of.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if somebody say something, then I can bring it back.
got anything we talking about.
Well,
Good.
Wait,
How do you feel about a submissive woman?
how I feel about what?
A submissive woman.
I mean, I like it. You know, that's what most men want. And it just when you, that's the thing though. It's, and I don't want to say this because I swear to God, I love my black women. But it's like when you say submissive around black women, it's like they think it's negative, and like it's not. It does not mean negative. Like when I talk to men, we talk about submissive. Whenever you say it to a female, they think, "Oh, you're gonna control me. I got to do everything you say." Whatever. The fuck. You submissive to your job. You do everything your job say. You do everything your mom and your parents say. You do everything everybody else say. But your man, the one you supposed to live for, get kids with, die with, he can't tell you what to do.
Can you be with a woman that said you say like, "Hey, babe, where you going?" And she be like, "I'm going where I'm gonna be."
No, she's single. She for the streets.
For the streets.
So at the end of the
I'm
day,
gonna be where I'm at.
At the end of the day, I came to this realization: there are millions more females than men. I am a prize, just like the women want to say they prize. I know I'm a prize, and at the end of the day, you're coming for my last name. I'm not coming for your last name. You want Ali? You want to be Blase Bilal? Even though when we talk about last names, I ain't want to say my last name because it ain't really. I mean, it jokes for it, but people never knew how to say it right. So I was just like, they be like Bilal.
It's West Brick. It's okay.
Yeah, really. So it's just like when you say submission and stuff, it just means bad things. I don't think it does. I want to
ask Tim that same question though. How do you feel about a submissive woman?
I agree with him. I like a submissive woman, but I do like a strong woman. So if she speak her opinion, that doesn't mean that she's insubmissive. That just means she wants to, like, we're a partnership at the end of the day. Like, this was something that I had told my ex-wife. Like, look, we work together. I would always tell her, like, sometimes you are the brains. Like you can control all of that. I'm gonna execute. We work together. We're a team.
Right. You need to ding yourself.
I appreciate it. Because I'm sometimes I know for me, the best I work best when I don't have to think as much. I'm just acting. Okay. I'm a man of action. Just let me go.
Okay.
If I got a plan, if we have a plan, let's stick to that plan. I'ma just all right. To-do list. Conquer the world. Okay, let me go conquer the world. World conquered. Let's figure out how we gonna make the world better. Okay, the task number 2, make that better. Blah blah. So, I don't want to control a woman at all. I want her to choose to do the right thing.
Can I say 2 things?
Yeah.
Like when I say submission, it's 2 things. One, the control thing. I 100% agree. I don't want to control a woman, but I am in control of the relationship. Like if you say, but that does not mean that I control everything. It just means as a man, I'm supposed to lead and you're supposed to follow, correct? That's what women want. Y'all want a leader. So if I'm the leader, I'm in control of the relationship. That doesn't mean I tell you everything you got to do, whatever, blase. You talk to me. We, just like you said, a partnership. We're going to decide together, like, okay, this makes sense. But the last thing I was going to say, because I see her shaking her head.
Yeah, she ready.
Just respond to this too, because I want to know what you say, because this is what we do on our show. When men say submissive, just change that word in your head to compliant. And what I mean by this is this, let's just say, woman is the neck, a man is the head. When y'all in the car and you driving, and let's say you're trying to get to a destination, you can go left and get there, or you can go right and get there. You want to go left, she want to go right. It's not about, it's called being compliant, submissive, whatever. This is all we want. Okay, I know you want to go this way. I want to go this way. But look, babe, I trust your judgment. You are my leader. I picked you and let you lead. I trust your judgment. I will be compliant. But that is not But you are here, but what we gonna hear is this. We not going to the left, we going to the right because I said so. This is, that's what we hear, and it's just like it makes our balls itch. We don't want all that stuff. We just want, look.
My balls clean so they don't itch today.
Yeah, today. But like we just want you to be on our side. We a team. Like if you chose that man, why do y'all think that man will lead you astray? And if he does, he's not the man for you. All the time you hear women say, I can't do this with a guy because I don't want him to be like, I don't have anything without him. What? Why would you be with a man where if he leaves, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just never understood stuff like that. And so I'm gonna leave it to you because I see you shaking your head.
Did y'all see what Romel just said? He just wants his wife to figure out what to eat. Have you ever asked a woman what you want to eat? Man, that's 7 hours.
Exactly.
So there's a couple comments actually before you go, because I know you about to go in.
Oh yeah, I want to.
The Cookie said I don't agree. Sorry, Monster said I don't agree.
Okay, that's fine.
Ebony says not for the streets. You said, oh, wait. Oh, Ali sound like he controlling. he said you coming for my name. Oh,
I mean, that's true. Man, get on the one need. Okay, doesn't matter. Keep going.
Ashley said, clown, ... I want a submissive woman, but can you lead?
Find a man that can lead. That's the choice.
That's facts. So that means you provide and protect. You got to be the man to make me bow down. The man, I give you that.
I don't want you to bow down. I just want you to, be my woman, be submissive, follow.
What up, Romel? Hey, y'all on Sundays they do have the 4th and 15 show. That's at Studio 2. It is amazing. And I believe they might be at Piston Power Show. I don't know. We ain't talked about it, but go ahead, please. We ready.
Go ahead, let's get it.
Before you even jump into that, right? I just want to ask a quick question because I love where you were going with this. And I'm familiar with the 50 Shades of Grey. She was submissive. Do you feel like you could ever be?
Oh, my bad. It's Saturday, not Sunday.
Did you feel like you could ever be that submissive to a man? And this question goes for you too. I'm quite sure you've seen the books and everything.
I have not actually.
You never read the books?
I did not.
You watched the movie?
I did not watch the movie.
It's very erotic.
I heard so like I was a cornball really in college because that was around the time the movie came out. I worked a lot. I'm talking about on campus, off campus. I was doing internships. I was just really busy.
That don't make you a cornball.
Yeah.
I could be biased, but
like in terms of like my social life, I didn't really like follow the wave of what was trending at the time. They took a whole like campus field trip to go watch the movie, and I was stuck like doing like catering or some shit like that. Like,
dang,
I was busy, yeah, and I just never got around
the gist
to
of it was that she was completely compliant, submissive to another man, and she loved
When
this man.
they
And
were
he protected her,
together,
and he treated her well.
When they were together sexually, that's why she was submissive. There was a contract. He wanted her to be basically his sex slave. And in return, he would do whatever it is that he wanted her to do. She couldn't have her phone, but this is only when they were together, when he brought her to his home. She couldn't talk about it. She couldn't say it. At any time she didn't want a part of that, she had to let him know. I think there was like a safe word and she had to say it. Only in that setting. Outside of that, he had nothing to do with her until he wanted to have something to do with her. She chose that because it was erotic. That was something that she wanted to participate in at that particular moment.
So y'all said men think what they did. So y'all think give it y'all clips?
Ooh.
At that time for her,
I got a
scenario for that scenario. I would say yes, because she was attracted to him sexually because she had never had those things done to her before. So it was intriguing to her. But what I wanted to say is that I don't think people really know what submission is. I think they try to use it as a form of control for somebody else. And when you first of all, if we're going to be biblical about it or talk about it in any fashion that has to do with a man and a woman submitting, the man has to submit under the authority of God first. And God has to be the head of his house, right? And then because the man is operating as God would, then he's leading his family, which his wife is underneath him, in the way that God is leading him. You cannot be a person who's saying, oh, I'm dictating to you what you gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you, we going left, bitch. We ain't going right. Fuck what you just said. It don't work like that. See, because the man still respects her because she respects him. They both respect one another, and she respects him enough because he's proven himself to be that leader for her to listen to be able to take his authority in order for that to be the controlling factor in their household. But he does not belittle her and make her feel like she is less than he is, because you cannot be submissive to somebody who you consider to be your partner and we're equal, because you're both submissive to one another, not one submissive to the other.
LTC Uncut Wednesdays. Tell them where they can find us at. Hold on, before you jump in, Ali.
Oh my God.
Tell them where they can find us at.
You guys can catch us at the LTC Uncut on Facebook Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and on Instagram at the LTC Uncut.
Hey, every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in.
Wednesday.
But that's
Tuesday, brother.
Yeah, I messed up a day too. I want to correct. 4th and 15 is on Saturdays between the hours of 2 and 4. They are at our studio too. I do want to read a couple more comments before you go in because these might even pertain to it. Monster said, "Yeah, he provided and protected. He played the man role and had that raw sex." Ashley said, "When a man takes care of home, a woman will be submissive. A woman will do whatever."
We definitely got to touch on that.
Whatever you want when the home is taken care of, in my opinion. I don't 100% agree with that. Romel said, let's call it what it is. The 50 Shades of Grey was nasty, damn heathen. When a man plays his part, a woman is naturally submissive. Lissa said, yes, what up, Liz? Yes, I'm saying, though, you got to be the man and the woman will naturally submit. So she said that twice. And shout out Asia. What up, Asia? She said, yes. There was 2 points that y'all had said that I wanted to comment on. I do think women definitely think with they clits. I honestly believe women are way more sexual than men. Like they cannot control themselves when they need to be pleasured. Like when it's their time, like it is like if you don't give a woman what she want, you could be called gay. Or even the opposite, you don't love me because you won't touch me, all that stuff. So I do feel like women sometimes get to that point. Not from experience, I've seen like, oh my God, like even how many times have you seen it where you had to give for the guys, you had to like once you gave your woman what she wanted, like her whole attitude changed.
All the time. Yeah, definitely the case. I can see that.
And then, dang, I think I lost my second point.
You were something about what I said, I guess, because you said.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
No, I'm saying you said.
Well, let's touch on that one where they said if you take care of the household, the woman will automatically be submissive.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, if it's not in her, it's not in her. Mm-hmm. If she, no matter what you do, you could fuck her with a diamond dick and put her in a mansion and do everything possible. If she doesn't have that in her and she's not willing to evolve to have that in her, then you're just gonna have a headache.
You can't learn femininity. You born with it. You should exude your femininity, just like a man should exude his masculinity. What we got going on now is, unfortunately, a lot of women raising men and making them more feminine. And I'm not saying it's like the women's fault, but like you can't raise a man to be a man when you're a woman.
If you get the chance, watch my episode last week. My cousin was on. She said masculinity and femininity are not real things. She said they're made up. And I gotta hear her. She was not the only one that thinks that. Like I talked to someone else, and it was a man who felt that they are not things that they are
constructs of the Western society.
Basically,
I mean, I can honestly see that, but
so
hunter gatherers was before that, so I'd be like,
I mean, I agree that masculinity and femininity, I don't know how to say it, an enemy, is the thing is a thing, but
you're born into your gender, whatever that is.
What about theys?
Huh?
What about the theys?
Okay, we're not touching on that right now. I'm speaking about a point where Ali said you're born with femininity and you're born with masculinity. See, you have to be taught these things. Like you put on a dress as a girl, you don't know how to sit with your legs. You have to be told that you can't sit with your legs open because you have on a dress. Somebody's going to see what you have underneath there. So you have to cross your legs and sit this way. Or for a guy, you have to be taught how to use the bathroom correctly. You don't sit down, you stand up and you aim here. So those are things that are taught to you.
That's just easier.
That's just easier.
I don't want to say. I honestly agree with your point. That's good. Because I was thinking like, do you get taught it? And I'm like, maybe it's some things that you born with that you know that you just supposed to do as a female. Because like when you're born, you know you can't beat up a man. That's
you don't know that. Somebody has to.
There's some women out here that can beat up boys, man.
Yeah, somebody has to learn that on your own. Because I used to think I could fight dudes. I did fight dudes when I used to fight him all the time.
Somebody has to
call her Scrappy. They call her nickname is Scrappy.
That I couldn't beat him because at the end of the day, man, he bigger than me.
Right.
You not finna little girl me. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to stick up for myself. But I had to learn then. Damn, he's
Yeah.
stronger than me. For
Right.
real. Like I need to chill.
Like,
But
I did not beat her, y'all.
Let's
no,
be
he
I did
didn't
not.
beat me. He
let's
didn't
be
beat
real.
me.
As quiet as it's kept, everything it has to be taught to you. You just don't come in the world
Okay.
with the handbook and I mean, you know what I'm saying, with this knowledge that you come out and you're like, all right, as a baby and a toddler, I'm sitting here reading this. This is what I'm supposed to do, A through Z. No, somebody is showing you how to do these things. Somebody's showing you how to crawl. Somebody's showing you how to walk. Somebody's showing you how to use a spoon. So you can't say that this is something that you're born with. So you
I naturally
automatically
did not use a
know.
spoon.
So who's teaching these women to be
There
masculine?
you go.
What do you
Right
mean?
there.
Who's
if
teaching
you-
these women how to be
Who's
masculine?
teaching these women to be masculine?
I don't know if that's I think that is a learned. I think that is
Because if it's learned
behavior.
and
What if you do grow up with brothers like Honey said, like you grow up with all male
Yeah.
figures in your household, so you know wrestling, you know basketball, you know the things that are typically deemed in society as a masculine thing.
or even just teaching yourself. Like some people don't really, I can't really like give an example to where this would like make total sense. But some people do have to teach themselves as they get older. You know, a lot of kids, they have to teach themselves how to cook because they may be at home a lot by themselves and they have to just learn certain things. And so maybe I can't really say because this wouldn't apply to everybody, but some women may look up to men because men are perceived in their own right to be very powerful and to be very independent. And we strive to be that maybe because we don't have really the background of having like traditional families around us or traditional women around us. So because we don't have that, but we may have men around us, we look to that and be like, I want to be like him, not more so being a man, but being
Just strong in his
just
essence.
strong.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so like in that regard, I can like see where people have to teach themselves sometimes. Like we learn everything. You know what I mean? Nothing is really
conscious or subconscious.
Yeah, like nothing is really just, oh, we're born and we know to do this. Some people, like some babies, can't breathe on their own. It's like we can't just be born and know how to breathe. Like natural functions aren't even natural anymore, just in society. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. Like I always say everything is situational because it really is. Just like going back to the whole women being masculine thing. Those conversations are hard to have. They're great to have because you get to, see how other people think about things, but they're hard to have because we have our own definitions of all of these things. So like, just going back to what you said about the city girls and stuff like that, I feel like that applies to younger girls. Like when I think about women being masculine, I think about the difference between women that's like my age and older being masculine versus girls that are younger than me being masculine. Like they toting guns and like in videos toting guns and stuff like that. Like that type of masculinity.
Masculinity in any age group is just unattractive for men. Doesn't matter if you're 40, 20, 18, 32.
But like it depends on what you view as masculine though. Like I just always ask.
I mean,
my bad.
It could be what you view as masculine, but like I try to go off of things factual. So like I go off of what the definition of masculinity is. And it's just like stuff like not being in your femininity. So being abrasive, talking like, okay, some things that women do, like because we live in this feminized world right now, whereas like the first thing a female does, like when I go on dates with females, the first thing they do, one of the first two things they do
feminized world because of Young Thug
is a little bit. They literally the first thing they talk about their career straight off the back. Like first of all, for a man, that really doesn't hold much weight as it does the opposite gender. For women, you want a man to have a career because you want to know, is his future good for me and our future offspring if we have kids? Just like a man cares about your past. Is she a hoe? You know what I mean? We want women care about a man's future, men care about a woman's past.
I agree, but there is a song that says, I love her because she got her own. She got her own.
Yeah, and we living in a feminized world because that's what appeals to, like, look, if you Google right now, my wife is yelling at me. it will say you should talk to her. Y'all got to go through marriage counseling, blase, blase, blase. All the things you need to do better. If you type in the same thing, my husband is yelling at me. The first thing that pop up, domestic violence. Call this number. That's the world we live in. So it's just like you have to understand
wild.
stuff. Like, yeah, I'm dead serious. And like you have to understand things. And like for me, fortunately, I have like 5 books I read. One is called The Unapologetic Alpha. Another one is Black Men and How You Get Out of Poverty. And then it's one called Bachelor Pet Economics by some very smart people that's in the manosphere. And like what you see, like it's so weird because like in my dating thing, I went overseas playing basketball and I saw different types of females. American, Western, I saw women in Australia, Poland, you know what I mean? So seeing all these different types of women and knowing like the Western culture compared to all these other cultures, like how women treat their man, like it's totally different. That's why if I do get married, it's probably gonna be to a woman outside of America because you know, Colombia or something like that, because the way they treat their man, they treat him like he's the man, and you know, she get treated like she the woman.
All right, well, I got this perfectly that you actually pulled that up, that subject you said, you know, the woman talks about their career first. I got this clip that I want to show that I actually want to talk about.
Literally, she says, I got a good job, I make very, very good money. And she says, the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, like, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because and this is the thing. I'm not blaming
the women are gonna hate him for that shit.
No,
They are gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
Can I go on it first?
Absolutely.
So when he said right there, I already know like that's abrasive when a woman hear that. You disqualified yourself right off the rip. Now let me clarify what he said, because this, like, just hearing that, I know some females will get taken aback from that. And I just want to clarify some of the things he's saying. You know, when you go into your career heavily like that, it's gonna take years, it's gonna take time for you to get to that point. It's not the money that you make, because women, I mean, a lot of times when women talk about men, that's like they're insecure that I make a lot of money. It's not the money that you're making, it's the things that come along with money that you make. If you get 100 men that's super successful, I'm pretty sure 10 of them, they got all like us. I mean, like, let's just say 7 quality traits. They probably got 5 of the same quality traits lined up through all of them. Hyper masculine, you know, assertive, non-agreeable, things like that. Those things are not attractive on the female side. You know, we don't want a woman that's not agreeable. We don't want a woman that's super assertive. You know, like assertive, be you know, human and all like that. But the way it is from a career standpoint, it's a negative thing. You know, you don't want that. And then when you get
so, what
to
if she's assertive at home?
Assertive at home in what way? Like,
it doesn't matter. She's at home. She's doing the things that she's supposed to do, and she's assertive at it. So you don't want a woman with that quality.
If she's in her career, she won't be at home that much.
Well, if she has all of these already, and say you match her, now she has found a man that basically equaled all of that, so she knows she's comfortable because she's comfortable living her lifestyle the way she is now, and now she knows I can actually be home and everything, because all I want is the man now, so I can take care of my home and everything now. Why do you think she wouldn't be home or wouldn't want to be home? The
problem with that is a couple things. One, and this is about to hurt a lot of women. I really do want women to understand this. You don't deserve a good man. I don't understand why females think you deserve a good man just because you're a woman. You don't deserve a good man because it ain't a lot of good men out here. Just like it ain't a lot of bad dimes out here or good women. You know what I mean? Like, it's slim pickings for everybody. So first and foremost, you don't deserve a good man. Let's get that through. And then the second thing, you know, usually you
y'all bitches don't deserve shit.
I mean, no, y'all deserve a man, but it doesn't necessarily mean the man's gonna be a good man. Like, you know what I mean?
Hold on a second, ladies. Can y'all rip his ass up?
Yo, look, I know y'all gonna rip me, but that's
rip his ass apart. He's sitting there talking about y'all don't deserve no good man. You worked hard, you look good, you did all that shit. He said
you don't deserve it. Why do you think you deserve it? Not that you just don't deserve a good man, but why do you think
you don't deserve it?
Well, let me change it. No, why do women think they deserve a good? I thought that's why I said it. But okay, well, why do women think they deserve a good man after all that stuff? And like, let's be real. If you want a good man, you should do the things to get a good man. Going and doing your career. Okay, if a man wants a woman to come home, you know, cook, clean, do all that little stuff, and then, you know, do whatever she got to do. What does getting your career help in that aspect?
Come home.
So what?
Come home and cook and clean.
I just said, for example.
No, okay, whatever.
Is that what women do though?
Whatever. So let me just please, can I jump on this?
Yes, please.
Okay, so.
Yo, hold on. Do women deserve a good man?
Absolutely.
All
Men
right.
deserve good women.
Hold on, let me ask her real quick. You deserve a good dude?
I do. I deserve a great.
Now, why y'all think y'all deserve a good dude? I see where you going with this. I got my GPS on. Everybody thinks they deserve somebody.
I'm following you. just what you said.
Why? I mean, so what type of man do you think women
You
should
deserve what
That's
you
his
are.
question. That's his
Yeah,
question.
he
deserve
said
what
it.
you
He
are.
said it, but
So
Look
with
at
that
him, get him,
being
get
so
him.
with that being said, as a controlling, maybe narcissistic type of person, you deserve the type of woman that you gonna get.
So
right?
you're saying
Why
this
is
is a
it-
sociopath
But
mentality?
so listen, what I'm saying is for a man to sit there and say, now that you have accomplished your career and you have all of this established, we don't want you. The reason why they don't want you is because they're insecure. Because if she decides that she wants to walk away from said relationship because it's not going the way that it needs to, she can stand on her own. I think men get off on breaking women, making them feel vulnerable and fucked up so they can say, this is a bitter woman right here. She don't have shit, and I broke her, and I moved on to the next one.
LTC Uncut Wednesdays, Facebook,
Tim,
holla
Elliot,
at us.
real quick, Tim, Elliot, have y'all ever did that? Have y'all ever
What?
just wanted to break a woman down so you could tell your niggas that you broke a woman? Have you ever, any of your, no, not you personally, but have any of your
I'm
boys,
sick and twisted.
have any of your, seriously, have any
Yeah,
of
I
your
love
boys,
breaking bitches down.
but have any of your boys that told you that's what they did?
No.
Because that's the stuff that women say. Y'all go to the extremes. Y'all never
That's
be
what
in
the extreme. Are you serious? These are things that are actually
I'm 100%
happening.
sure it
A
happens,
man
but-
is, first of all, a man is super insecure because you sound really stupid in today's society to say, I don't want you and your income to help with the contributing factor of our household because I'm not making what I need to make sure that you can stay home and raise our kids and take care of my family and cook for me and have all this stuff done. You want me to be out in the street working, then come home and slave over your ass, kiss my motherfucking ass.
Woo! Throw some hearts up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LTC Uncut. Can y'all put a
If you
couple
want
hearts
to be
up
a
there,
leader
please?
and you want to gain respect, the reason why these women out here hustling and busting their ass is because they compensating for their man
Hey, yo,
who
put
is
some hearts
lacking.
up. Yo, why we not get more hearts for that? Yeah.
Get the hearts up, You triggered at me or him?
Hey, yo, listen.
I'm talking about the man, not you.
Hey, yo. Ladies,
He felt that. He was like, fuck.
you tell them where to find us at.
Period. Y'all can find us on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. at Facebook on the Lunchtime Chronicle.
Yo, shit.
Let me tell you something. Because what makes me upset, and I'm so sorry. What makes me upset is the
Yo, we're
fact
all
that
family. It's Olive
you
Garden.
have
We love
women
each other.
out here who are really trying to better themselves, and you have a man who's saying to them, I don't want you because you are doing something with your life. I'd rather go out and get somebody who ain't doing something that I can control and make them my yes girl, and they gonna do everything that I want. But see, what y'all failing to realize is in order to be that type of man, you got to have the sufficient amount of income to take care of your wife where she can stay at home to do the things that you need and want for her to do.
Hold on. Before you go, I want to say my point because y'all going like crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I do feel as though a man that speaks like this is insecure because I don't care. Like you can still be the man of the household and not be the breadwinner. It is. I've seen it. I've also
Is that possible?
It is very possible.
It's possible. You on the
Listen.
couch playing Madden, she at work, then she come home and she's gonna be subservient to you.
Yes,
I think it's possible.
It's women that you gotta think about.
A good dick, yeah. But
Exactly.
aside from that, if you,
But
think,
sometimes that's all you need.
I would just say it eliminates issues if you're the breadwinner, though. That's the only thing. Yes,
So-
it could be the
so-
opposite, but it eliminates issues if you are.
I feel like the issue comes because you do feel less of a man because you can't provide, and she's like, I can leave. She doesn't need you at this point.
I can see that as a point. I would just go more of like, yes, because like y'all saying some good points, and like if you do on the basis of like, did it happen or is it possible? Yes, all these things are possible, but I like going off of the probables. Like what happens more than likely, and more than likely, like unfortunately, and I talked about them with the stats. It's like 42% more chance, it's like 30 to 47%, because I don't know the exact number. My bad about this. But if two people are about to get married or they are married and they both have the same income, and then the wife makes, I think it's 22% more. So 22% more money than her. It's a 40,
and nowadays it's easier
a 47% chance she's going to divorce him now. Like that's a higher probability that she wants to divorce because women are hypergamous by nature. Y'all like to, if you want to date somebody, you gonna date on your level or above. You're not gonna look at all the men that's below you. You're not gonna look at that guy at McDonald's that's like, damn, she look good. You ain't gonna pay him the money. He at McDonald's. You ain't talking to him. You gonna date up. So if you're dating up and you making more than him, you're gonna start resenting your man. Like, damn, I could wait. I could do this myself. And look, black women. I mean, not even black women. But women do this a lot. I could do this. I can do this without you. I don't need you. And then as soon as you say something to her, and it's another thing too. And we'll talk
Elliot,
about
the mediator.
Yeah. We'll talk about this a lot though. Most of the time, unfortunately, because you know the way we live and more women are going to college, stuff like that, it's usually their house and stuff. So when a man moves into their house, which I don't suggest men do, you should have her move into yours. But unfortunately, you know, you can't sometimes.
Unfortunately, a lot of men aren't having houses.
Exactly.
Right
So when you
school.
That's because he is a homeless sexual.
That's harder than throat.
But yeah, you
that
can't
man
even...
is a homeless sexual.
Did you just say that?
I didn't say that.
Who said that?
That was a button.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Yo, that shit like
I was looking, but I ain't see his lips moving. I'm like, who the fuck?
He's a ventriloquist.
But yeah, you can't even say things like if she. I just say this last thing. I'm gonna give it to you. If you living with her and at her house, and like let's say you can't be. It's not like a provider protector, but like if you have the most authority, like you can't have power. You can't have authority without. Oh, how does this go? With authority comes power. Big Ben off of Spider-Man. With
great power,
comes great responsibility.
Exactly. So if you got
shout out to the man from Brooklyn.
Like you can't even say like to your girl if you at her house like, damn, I'm not. You know what I mean? You can't literally like say anything because she could just be like, oh, you could get the fuck out the house. So now you can't be a man to talk to your. You know what I mean? You can't even say. Now I'm not saying be.
You want to say the word discipline?
Yeah, because if I say you can't even say anything, it's gonna go straight to.
You want to say you can't discipline your woman if she make more than you? Do you want to say it?
Yeah,
I'll say it.
So,
if your woman makes more than you, you can't really tell her shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
So,
and then she's gonna.
What's crazy is I dealt with that for a little bit. I was the breadwinner, and sorry,
could you tell her
my
shut the
wife.
fuck up?
I'm not that. I'm not like that, but I could have. She probably actually would have been even more moist if I would have. But she felt that when I was the breadwinner, and she wasn't bringing anything, she felt as though I was way more disrespectful, which I wasn't. But my mood definitely changed because I was tired, literally working so many hours that she felt my energy shift. Now I just became more direct because I wasn't like, I didn't have the energy. I was literally working. But when I tell you, I still made sure she was eating. Like I made sure that her needs was met. Like it was all of that. Like I still tried to make her happy, yet she felt as though I was being more disrespectful when I was the only one working.
That way,
because she felt guilty, maybe.
That could be the case, or maybe subconsciously you were saying slick shit. Like
I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person, though.
We all believe we're not that type of person.
No,
but...
he's really not that type of person.
Okay.
Like I mean, like I was more of the submissive one as far as shit goes. Like I'll be like, all right, whatever you want. Okay. Like
he is soft.
Hey, watch him out.
Sorry.
And I think
he's a ladies' man.
Can I jump in real quick?
Sure.
There was a point that Ali said that women don't want men if they get 22% more income than he does. Now, if we're speaking in terms of them already being married and in a relationship setting, right? That's not true. And I'm going to say this because you married that person knowing their financials, both of you all's financial status, excuse me.
Just say you don't think it's not true because I just gave you a fact. You can't say
You
what
gave me
you
a
feel.
fact based off of what, though?
Factual statistics about marriage and why is it filed and when it's filed and about the what?
Ali, can you be with someone who makes more than you? 22% more than you?
Absolutely not.
Probably not because I know what comes with it. You know what I mean?
I do feel like they will be
and be like, you're not a man because you're not providing enough. You're not on my level. Like if she is what I make, yeah, for sure. If
that's the insecurity though for me. That's just
I feel like.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, dude.
No, well, the only thing I was gonna say is, to his point, once she was making more, she definitely got more disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. It happens all the time, and for women to understand, like
we're men,
we
I'm a man.
date women. We telling y'all constantly when it happens. Like it is. Go ahead, but you got a point.
Y'all just throwing my head all around right now,
Yeah.
but everybody, right? I'm like in awe, just like watching this whole.
Yeah, we go at it.
This is cool, but
shout out to the LTC.
Right, shout out to y'all. But I feel like, I don't know, like statistics definitely holds weight. You know what I mean? Like it's facts. However, I feel like when it comes to going deeper into it, like why are these people even marrying each other? You know what I mean? Like, are you just marrying for the money? Like, is that your only goal to have a financially successful relationship? Is that like your only goal? You know what I mean? I feel like in today's society, at least from what I can tell from like my friends that are married or like my family members that are married, we're going into hopefully a more holistic way of relationships, just in terms of seeing outside financial stability, how we could really just balance each other. You know what I mean? Like I have been in a serious relationship. I say serious because as a kid, I don't count them shits. Really. Like adult wise, I've been in a relationship.
We was childhood friends, boo boo.
Right. You was my next door neighbor. But like I've been in a relationship where I did make more money than my significant other, and I didn't.
Did you ever throw it up in his face? Ever? Like in an argument? But you know,
no.
I mean, y'all brother and sister, you don't seem like you like that anyway. So.
No, I'm not. My issue was feeling underappreciated. Like not because I never thought, maybe subconsciously I did, but like I never thought that like dang, like I'm making money, like you should be doing this or whatever. Like I'm making more money than you should be doing this, you should be doing that. It was more so like I'm busting my ass, but I'm also expected to do all of these other things that you're available to do, but you look to me to do them instead of doing it to like make it easier for me, just like I would for you. You know what I mean? Like if you were working 2 jobs, I'm not going to wait till you come home so you can cook dinner. Right. Like if you're working 2 jobs, I'm going to make sure the shower running so you can get in the shower. Food probably already done. The dog done been walked. Maybe I have taken the trash out if it was full, because I still will need to do those things. Yeah, like
it's a partnership, because
that's what I mean. Like
because see, the thing is that and I'm just gonna say this: women are caring and loving by nature, right? So if they get out, like if you tell them, you know, you don't have to work, you can stay at home, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but you notice that it's taking a strain and a toll on your partner, that's when you step in and say, listen, I'm gonna pull my weight too, and I can go and I can get this, and I'm gonna help contribute too, so it takes the pressure off of you. Women are not saying, and I don't care what Ali is saying, these might be superficial women, but when you get married, you get married for love. You know what your financial status is going into that. You marrying this person because that's the person that you see yourself being with for the rest of your life, and it makes sense for the both of y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So then y'all bring all of that together and you lay it out on the table. And so being married is a supportive thing also. So if I'm making more money, that's beneficial for us.
It should be.
It ain't just me saying, okay,
I got $10,070.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's for us. It's a benefit for us. What happens is what's not being spoken or talked about is the fact that if a woman is holding it down, right? And let's just say her man falls on hard times. He's not actively doing anything to change the situation because he's comfortable, because she's okay carrying that load. And so that's where she gets upset and frustrated. And she's like, Dad, help me out. At least make an effort. Excuse me. At least make an effort. You understand what I'm saying? That's where they get ready to walk out the door. But to say, oh, she made 22% more, and you know what? Well, now you can't take care of me the way I need to because I can do it by myself.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Good point, sis. It's good. Like that's the thing. I will tell you when you make good points. You don't do that to me because but anyway, go.
You know what? I've never heard her say good points.
I tell her this all the time. She always say you don't take my side, but I'm like, I never hear you say good points. But
that's
I
because
give
she's
you
into her femininity.
Exactly. I give you facts and stats that you can't
women.
That's what I say. She in her femininity.
Women, y'all just hear that right there. He heard what
she's
you
a
had
woman.
To
she's
say.
in her feminine.
You heard what you had to say. You respected her opinion. You saw different sides of her opinion that you agreed with.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you said, they heard one thing. She focused on one thing you said, and nothing else made sense.
But I mean, on some real stuff, me and her had.
Shift my energy to you too.
Oh, yo, you can bring it. I got Bellarmine on my side. She don't play.
He got you with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got you with that one.
But that's
You know
a
what?
common
You know
thing
what?
with
You know
men
what?
and women.
And that's why men get so
Good
bad.
point.
We don't get like just sometimes like men just want to hear like we know for a fact we cannot argue with females. Y'all are better than that with us. But every once in a while, throw a nigga a bone and just say, "Hey, even though I know in my fucking head you wrong, nigga, you right. I'm gonna go cook some dinner and I'm gonna shut the
How
fuck
many
up."
times do you say sorry?
Man, have you ever heard those words in your life?
But this is the thing.
Women don't say sorry.
Exactly. That they don't take.
No, you don't.
On the thing that you said, why I was so surprised that word came out your mouth that I never hear from black women usually. I mean, not even just black women. Women, I
Be careful with that.
Yeah, I got to take that back. Women is accountability. They do not take accountability. Look, trying to think like, did I ever
Look at her
take-
face.
did I
Look
ever
at that
take
face.
Yo, put some hearts up for Ali. Stop playing.
Put some hearts up for Ali.
Put some hearts, Ali.
Good point.
We get somewhere.
Growth and maturity.
We get somewhere.
Yeah, growth and
But that's
maturity.
true, though.
It
That's
took
true,
everything
though.
out of her to say that.
Facts.
I feel like people in general, we're very prideful. But when it comes to men and women, we're prideful in different ways. Because women don't want to feel controlled. And I think that's why they rebuttal so much to certain things. Just how like everybody was just getting on your case when you had mentioned earlier about, you know, you the prize too, or why you deserve a good man, all this other
I said I'm the
stuff.
prize too, and they went ham. Two T-O-O.
But you are a prize. You should view yourself as such, because that means that there's something about you that you know will benefit somebody else. Like, you know, you could benefit,
I like that.
you know, in
Yeah,
somebody's
right on
life.
point,
You know
Sam.
what I mean? Like,
y'all know what the I'm gonna just say this. I'm about to boost my ego a little bit. It's the thing called the female delusion calculator. This is like this podcast I watch where women be saying stuff like, "I deserve this type of man," and they put in the calculator like, "What's the percent?" And this is U.S. Census, all real stuff. And what's the percentage of likelihood of this man even being in America? And it doesn't go off like if he's gay or straight, whatever like that. It just talks about his parameters, height, money, is he obese, can he be married, and all like that. And I did this. I put myself in there, all my parameters, and it's only 3% of men like me. First of all, I already knew that because it's only I already know that seriously. It's only 15% of men that's 6 feet, and it's only 3% of that that's taller than 6'3", and I'm 6'3". So I already knew off of that. I'm in the rare. That's what I say. Like
I'm 6'3" wide, so I'm good.
But yeah, I just want to say this is one thing. If y'all could take one thing, I just want to say, because we were talking about a lot of things about relationships. I just want to say for females, y'all should ask y'all two things. One, the first thing, females, y'all should ask y'all ex-partners and all like that, like, how was it experiencing you? Because like I ask my exes this all the time, like not all the time, but I ask each one of my exes, like, how was it literally to experience me, like to me to be your boyfriend?
if you have the opportunity.
If you have the opportunity. You know, that's what I'm saying. None of my bridges is burned with my exes because, you know, it wasn't no cheating and none of that. We just wasn't right for each other. But, you know, if females could do that, you could ask, people that you was with, like, how was the experience me? What am I like? Like, because, you know, just like, I think one of y'all said it earlier, you don't know if you did it subconsciously, if you were saying stuff and all like that. But, like, so you got to ask them how's the experience. And then, too, a lot of, this kind of unrelated a little bit, but a lot of women ask why they get rejected and stuff like that. And for a man, it's simple because when we talk to a female, we get rejected right there and then and there. Like, we gonna know if you want to talk to us. Like, can I get your number? No. Fine, that's cool. We're rejected.
You missed the 3%.
Exactly. Unfortunately, for females, though, females
deal with other 97 bitches.
Females want to know why they get ghosted a lot, and it's just like you will never know why he disqualified you. So it would be good to ask your ex-partners why.
And ladies, you don't have to call them because they're still calling you. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you. If your ex is still reaching out to you,
Don't
you weren't the
chase,
problem,
girl.
sis. It was
I heard
him.
you say something a minute ago. You said that.
No, that is false. Baby, don't believe that.
Yeah, you said that like you and all your exes can still be cool. So you have good breakups. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you.
I haven't been dumped.
Sorry, Ash, we ending the show, so you can't call.
Yeah. Well, my last ex, Aja. So, damn, I said her name. It don't matter. My last ex, she might not really be
Like
cool
that
with me
bad.
like that because some things happen. But like, all my other exes, yeah, it's amicable. Like,
and you'll get like a good like
I can take
Carfax on them, and
Yeah.
they'll say good things about you.
They'll tell me, but like, that's
Show
what
me
I'm
the Carfax.
I don't want to know.
You
I don't
gonna
want to
break
know
your
the
phone.
good stuff. I know the good stuff about me. I know why girls think I'm attractive and stuff like that. I know the good things. I want to know the stuff I can't see. The things like, dang, what do I do? And like all my exes, they told me little things that I change. Yeah, I mean,
What was that you said?
Controlling.
you want to know something crazy? In my relationships, not one of them ever in their life told me I was controlling. That's what I'm saying. When I say these things to y'all take it as the straight black and white. And that's how I kind of do phrase. I do give y'all that. But like when I'm with my girl and like that, or whoever I'm with, like it ain't never where
he is straight.
Bitch, go in the car and sit down and start the car. You better not have no
But would you tell her to change your outfit? Have you ever told her to change your outfit?
Change your outfit? No,
Yeah, she has something on that's a little too
see,
provocative.
that's what I'm saying. Just like I was telling females, you pick the guy, be sure who you pick. I'm sure of who I pick. I don't talk to females that do stuff like that. And I definitely don't talk to females that's heavy on social media. That shit's disgusting. If you gotta constantly get validation outside and not for me, like, no, I'm good with you. If you can't get it from me and your family and that's good enough, you're not for me.
Bells?
Interesting.
Got last remarks?
Shit, I don't know.
Talk about your birthday. What you got planned today?
I don't know.
We about to go get chocolate wasted.
Right. No, probably just do a little bit more drinking. Like I said, my friends have bought me a cake, so we're gonna meet up at my house and
dark or light
eat
liquor.
some cake. Shit, probably both. Fucking around.
Oh.
No, our parents are. Well, let me not call nobody out, but I ain't new to
We
this.
was raised in a poor, heavy household.
No, I'm honestly celebrating my birthday all month.
Hey.
I'm just in this realm of evolution right now. I just got me a new job.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, congratulations.
You got one
And
too? Hey, congratulations.
I just turned 28. I just feel like this. I can't say this is my year. I feel like that's like, I don't know, very typical to say, but I just feel like there's a change in me that I'm really excited about. And it's not just because it's a new year. I just feel like it's my time just in general. So like I'm excited about that. And I think that made me want to celebrate my birthday all month. Because last year I just had a party. I think the year before that I had a party, but like I didn't want to have a party. It's funny.
COVID party.
Right. I did. And everybody's like, what you doing for your birthday this year? And I'm like, I just want to kick it. Like just do little things. Everybody's been taking me out to dinner.
Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Right. Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner. So like, just really kicking it, just enjoying life. So yeah.
Well, we are at the end of TimbukTuesday. I want to thank my special guest for coming. Y'all lit this show up. Please tell them where they can find you again.
Make sure y'all follow us on Facebook. Type in Lunchtime Chronicles. We have our main page and our group page. You can follow, like, and share that. Follow us on Instagram also at the LTC Uncut.
Hey.
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Don't be late.
Hey.
We got any shows coming up?
Next week we got a show.
No, anybody? Is we guess anybody's right now?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Good.
Well, thinking about shows, I do have a show tomorrow at the Exotic Cuisine. It's on the 127th and Detroit. Y'all can come out. It's a nice venue. Also, there's a show Friday on 112th in Detroit, which is at No Class. And then also we have the Lex Vegas and his funny ass friends on the 18th. That is gonna be, the finals is this Thursday to see who's closing out the show. I have a show on the 20th as well at Twisted Tomato. That is gonna be at Twisted Tomato in Akron on Main Street. I have to get the actual address, but it's gonna be some good ass shows, and I'm gonna show them up here. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to TimbukTuesday.
Thank you for having us, brother.
Man, it was a pleasure. Today was a great ass show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was engaged. I was over here like,
yeah.
That's us every other Wednesday.
For sure.
These two go at it. I instigate some bullshit. Then I throw a shot like, I leave. What you think? Right. She jump in. I be like, look at this shit.
This is fire.
I love them both though, brothers and sisters. I promise you.
Good night, y'all.
Night.
I was feeling kind of down tonight. Psych! It's TimbukTuesday!
What?
TimbukTuesday!
Huh?